Hello, oh my gosh, it's so late. Hello, everybody. I don't know why I always sing that. It's so weird. I'm so weird. I know it. I know it. There, that's better. You're not so sideways. Hello and welcome to Tammy Loves Vintage. Kind of late tonight. I forgot to turn that other light on. Gosh, we've been sitting here crafting in the dark tonight. So Julie just took off and Randy came in to sit and chat for a little while, and he helped me put some holes in a board I've been waiting to show him, waiting for that perfect moment. You know, do you have a husband that you're like, if, you know, when you ask, you get a whole lesson on, you know, why I couldn't get it myself and why my drill bit didn't work and, you know, why my drill bit was dull or I should have asked him in the first place, you know, all that stuff. So we were having a nice little chat. So I thought this might be the perfect time to show him. And he's like, took it outside, whipped it out. He said, here you go. You should have told me sooner. You just never know how it's going to go, right? So I'm glad we waited. You were just live too, Marilyn? Oh, I missed it. Well, I said goodbye to Julie, and then I cleaned up, you know, a little bit more stuff, and then I laid out some stuff to do a project here with these guys. We've been over in our group doing a project, so Marilyn was over there. Gosh, I hope you didn't wait on me to be done to go live. Hi, Judy. Hey, Kathy. I'll have to check. I'm sure I'll check it out when I climb into bed. So I got a few things to show you. One thing out of my fall box last night that I forgot to show you, just for you crafty folks that have, you know, kind of want to get a jump start on what you want to make and want some ideas and stuff. This is a Halloween one that we did forever ago. But when you're out shopping, or if you want to try Etsy or something like that, I found these slides. Now this is old. I did this a few years ago. Oh gosh, something's coming apart even. Oops. Catastrophe. I got something coming apart. It's been a long time. So, all right, let's see how this thing went. I don't even know. Oh, I see. It just came off that end. All right, so I made a garland with some old slides. Oh yeah, I'm kind of coming apart. It's been in store. I didn't use it the last couple of years. So it's been, oh, that one's got a crease in it. But anyway, I just made this little garland, and I'm going to show you what it is. I thought it was kind of cool. So this one got creased, unfortunately, so I'll have to trade it out. But it was an old car. Can you see it? It was an old, oh, I got the light on the wrong side. Let's see if I turn it towards my light. There, that might be a little bit better. I'm not sure. It's an old car. This one was a girl. Yeah, you can kind of see. My reflection is terrible. This one was a house. Kind of creepy, right? Kind of had a creepy feel to them. There's a man. And then this one was a car. You can see that one really well. And then this one that's come off is a car. Oh no, this one was never on. This one was a car. And so I punched holes in each end and threaded through and used those black beads to divide them up a bit, and made a creepy garland. So there's an idea for you. And I pulled this out of the box last night and laid it aside, and then I got off before I noticed it this morning is when I saw it laying there. But oh well, maybe somebody might like that idea. Maybe someone has, or not slides, yes, negatives. I'm sorry, I called it a slide. You're absolutely right, Shelley. They're old negatives. Yeah, old negatives. So anyway, that's an idea I had never seen done and thought it was cool. So there's that. And then if you want to see what we did tonight in the group, I had a little old board that, if you remember when we went to Hartville, Julie and I, we found some thrift store, and in the thrift store they had this chunk of wood for 50 cents, and it was old and yucky. And so tonight it had a little tiny beveled edge, and I added a bit of clay. It's still wet. I can feel it's cold. But I added a little IOD mold that fit that little beveled edge just perfectly. And then we messed around with, there was a beautiful green paint that Julie found. It's Lush Green. It's called Deco Art Lush Green. It's very mossy looking. It's the perfect, well, it's here. This is mixed with white, but this is like, it's really a good, you know, vintage green to me. I love it. And so we painted the board green, and then in places we added that gold leaf, you can see. So I used one to size, and I've got two splotches. Let's see, two splotches, and then you can see this one was green. And then there was another splotch of gold. I don't know. I can't see in my light very well, but there you can really see the gold splotch, the green splotch, and then the gold again. We kind of just separated them. So it's very cool in person. There's green down here and gold over here. When I put the crackle medium on, it did fine. And then when I painted it, I had a pretty thin layer of paint. And the problem with that sort of patchy painting is I could see my patches, and that bugged me. So we dried it down, and I said, you girls, I might have to start over. And then we decided to just go for it and see if it would re-crack. So it didn't re-crack as heavily, but it did re-crack, as you can see. So it worked out fine. And then we made the mold with Prima molds. I kept wanting to say primitive. Prima molds. And it's the Lily of the Valley. I've had it for a while. I don't know if it's still available or not, but I love Lily of the Valley. And then we let them kind of sit while we did all this other stuff, and let them dry a little bit, not very much. And then painted them carefully, and painted the white. And then I glued it down, so we were drying in between layers. And then we added the new French stamp from the IOD collection. So tomorrow, because this is all very wet still, like I could push in and leave a fingerprint. I could push in and leave a fingerprint on these two. I'm going to let them dry overnight. And then tomorrow I'll go in the group and I'm going to wax them with clear wax and then dark wax to kind of give a little bit more dimension behind these. And then maybe put a little bit of gold on the edges of the leaves, and we'll see where we end up. Probably some gold on the highlights around here. But anyway, this was a group project. We did a fly on the wall. I don't have Julie's. She was here, and so we had a fly on the wall night. And the girls always seem to like the fly on the wall, which is basically where I just record the two of us while we're going and what we're making. And you know, we have some wine or whatever. I didn't tonight because when we were coming home from the funeral home, I stopped and got a caramel frappe. So I had that instead of wine. And then I thought, wine doesn't go very well with caramel frappe from McDonald's. So anyway, there's that. And then the other thing, so I'll show you what I was waiting on help with, because I could not get, this is one of those really nice Chalk Couture metal chalkboard frames, and I could not get the drill bit to go through. And so I finally just decided to let him do it before I ruined the whole project. So he did it and had no trouble whatsoever. So he's probably right. My drill bits are dull. He said people have the tendency to reach for the same one. And he's right, because that particular drill bit is always loose in my box. I don't even tuck it away because I always use it. So he's right. That's probably what it was. And then, so I just wrapped some wire around her neck. Marilyn here is in our group, and she gave us that idea to, I've got to try and find the hole again if I can. I was gonna go ahead and finish her out with you guys, but I don't think I've got them on. Where's my glasses? Let's see, where's that hole? If I could get it to go through. It keeps going, but the paper's not staying on the wire, which is messing me up. There we go. Nope. Thought I had it. And I did a double wrap. I probably didn't have to do that either, but I did. I can't get it. Anyway, so then I'm going to tighten that wire down, twist it up tight in the back. I've got the black velvet for a black velvet choker. So I'll cover up this wire with the black velvet choker. And then I've got her little flower basket. We've already seen this, but maybe somebody new hasn't seen it yet. And then this old hat that I had with the millinery flowers. I put a little black bow just to tie it all together. And oh, it looks like I need to get this hat under here before I lock her in. Good thing I didn't. There we go. So I'll get that on her and then tacked down. And that's all I'm going to do. So she's so close to ready. You did, Stephanie. Yeah, so she's so close to ready. I just have to tack her down. I have to figure out how I want to tack that because hot glue is probably not going to stick to that glass. Probably maybe a combo of hot glue and E7000 or 6000 B7, whatever. So she is so close to done. I have to double check. I had a lady want her, and if not, I'm going to put her in this sale tomorrow. I'm going to have a sale in my group tomorrow. It's going to be a big one of a lot of the things that we've been making together here, and yeah, it's going to be a good one. So anyway, I kind of told the girls about that tonight. So I was waiting. I've had a couple friends having sales, and I wanted to let them get them done. And I'm off on Thursday. I don't have anything to do, so I thought I would do some shipping. Friday, we start a new paint job. It should be in and out. And then Monday, we start another new paint job. Should be in and out. And then I would have the rest of the week if I have to have it. I hate to make them wait that long. And then I could work on it off and on this weekend too. So anyway, I think we're going to be staying with the dogs. Always something. And then I have stuff to talk about, you guys. So Abby's manager did get us the makeup deal. So I am flying. So then next week is, yeah, Monday. And then I can do shipping because Sean's not working right now. So he's watching Millie. And then the first Monday of the month, we're going to Kelly's Island. The second Monday of the month, I fly out to California for a campaign with Ilia Makeup with Abby. They saw our TikTok or our lives or something. I don't know what. But they are paying to get me out there and for she and I to do a campaign together. So I will be out there for 4 days. So that's exciting. So, yeah, so it's official. She found out last night at 9 o'clock. And I just hadn't seen you guys to tell you. So that, and then when I get back, we move in on a huge paint job, huge, for the prosecutor's office in Zanesville. They have big, long hallways. It's like the whole length of the courthouse. You can imagine how long, and tons of offices and stuff. And we are doing all of the hallways. And there is 1, 2, 3, plus then the connectors in between every now and again. Oh my gosh, we're going to be there forever. So, yeah, and the paper has to come off because it is textured. We're going to try to paint over it and see what happens. But there are some walls where there's damage that needs to be mudded out, and you can't mud over texture. So if it comes off easily and scrubs down fairly easily, we may just strip it all. But that runs you into, okay, if it's coming off easily, then that means someone has sized it properly. But there's no saying that they sized all of that. Like, you know what I mean? We could have a great run and then the next whole rest of it be a nightmare because it was, you know, they ran out or whatever. You just never know about wallpaper. So anyway, when I talked to him, he wanted to do one of the smaller little like utility hallways and kind of try it both ways and see what happens. And then when I got the email from his assistant or associate, whoever, Sasha, she said they applied for their approval for their funding for the year to do it all the way. So I don't know what we're doing for sure, but that starts on the 16th when I'm back ready to roll. So, and then that'll take me clear through to the Sparkle event. So I'll have to check out of there to go to the Sparkle event and come back. And if we're not done, keep working. So that might cut into our crafting time a bit, but there's a lot happening. So anyway, you guys, so tonight, I'm going to work on this horse bit because I had something laid out. Thank you guys. Yeah, it's so exciting. Abby is just flipping over the moon excited because she wants me out there. She's done her room all up in a really cool faux finish and she wants me to see it. She did it all by herself. She's painted with me since, I mean, she's gone to work with me since she was a baby at the houses and jobs that I could take her. And then when she was 12, I let her start helping, and the same with her sister. And you know, it was a really good thing because those girls, they could paint, they could always have that as a trade if they needed it. Hopefully they never need that. But they also know a good paint job from a bad paint job. And, you know, if someone's painting for them, they know whether to get rid of them or keep them. And, you know, it was a good thing. It's always good for someone to know a trade. So anyway, so I decided, so I'll record what I can with you guys. She's like, you girls are going to love it. And I'm like, they will. I know they will. So we'll record as much as we can, but you know, we do have to do their criteria, and I don't know what it is. I don't know that she even got it. She just got the word from her manager that it was a go, because I was worried I couldn't make it on the date. They wanted it submitted on the 9th, and I couldn't fly out until the 9th. Or I had to change our vacation plans, which I hate to do that, but I would do that for her. Anyway, all right. So typically when I do a horse bit, you know, this was just an idea of mine out of the blue. We were doing tons of tassels, and oh, Phyllis, thank you. Hi, Pam. Yeah, you can go with us. I will. Through the camera, you're going to go. Typically when I do them, my bright idea one time was to hang this off, you know, and I did tassels like off the bottoms of these, and then they would be like wall art, like something you could hang on your wall. And I was showing you guys this one and how cool it was that it had these rings, and it struck me, what if I did it this way? And so it became a paper plate project for someday when I needed a quickie. Phyllis, this is actually a little dress, a little ruffly dress. So I didn't mean to show you up my dress. It's really cute. I got it at TJ Maxx for 20 bucks. See, it's a dress. So anyway, hi. Yeah, you like those? Oh, good. So they can hang on the wall, or if you have any peg and like pegboard type pegs, you know, when you used to look for things to hang on a peg, you could do that. So I'm just going to grab a bunch here and drape it through. I sat and cut a bunch while I was talking to Randy tonight, so we would sort of be kind of ready to roll. But I don't know. I didn't really count. We're just gonna add in and see what we get here. Okay. And we may not even like it, but I think it's going to be really cool. I think it's going to be cool. It just kind of reminded me of that one that I did kind of behind me. It was a left to right, but that's how the bar was. Let me go get it, because you guys are going to be like, what are you talking about? It's just right around the wall here. It's right here, or I would never have done that. But it's right here. This one, and it goes across this way is what they all hang up and down, but this one goes across. So I was kind of thinking about that too, and I thought, well, it is kind of a different look for us tassel lovers, right? Kind of different. Okay, so then I have two more little bundles here. I may have cut enough, I'm not sure. And usually I fold this through and tie the knot, but since I'm trying to level them all out, you know what I'm wondering? I mean, I know I can cut them, of course. Whoops, I know I can cut them, but, and I will have to, because they're not going to be all straight. So I have way more in this one than I do these middle ones. And then I have another bundle here, which is going to have way more. I couldn't really count them because, see, I've got some really fat and then I have some like really skinny. I just have an assortment. So let's just pull these out. Let me see what it feels like, if I can kind of feel how thick. Let's see. Can't really tell. Can't really tell. All right. So okay, I think I need more in this one, so I'm going to put a chunky one in there, and that ought to fill up a lot. Okay, and then I'll stick these two in the middle one here, and then we're going to see what it feels like. All right, so feels the same. Well, it's not bad. I think we're pretty good. Is that a lot of tassel? They could go. I'm just trying to decide how all they could be. It could be like that. Or you would put two nails like this and keep them even. Let's see, up against a wall. Those are gonna curl. Yeah. Actually, I kind of think that's a little bit more interesting, isn't it? Let me get these away from each other. Let's see. Okay, is this one? There we go. Okay. That's the main thing, is to make sure they're level. Okay. Hi, Christy. Oh, Catherine, yeah, that was so yesterday. It was good. He was fine. He said that the scar healed great, and he was happy with it. Didn't want to do anything else. He didn't even offer me to, like, are you happy? He didn't even ask me. He just said, we're good. So, and then the breathing thing, though, he was a little bit concerned, and not, I'm trimming, if you're wondering what I'm doing. I'm trimming these little pieces. He said he would have to refer me to a ear, nose, and throat specialist if I was struggling or whatever with that, or having concern. And I think the more I think about it, I think I might take him up on that, just to see, because I am having a little trouble breathing out of the side that he did it. He thinks that the scar tissue is pushing in, and yeah, I feel like I just always am stuffy, and I catch myself, you know, just do it like pulling up to be able to breathe a little bit, or pushing down my nose, and I can't do it all the time. So, you know, I can't walk around like this. So if you see me doing it, it's because I can't breathe. I need a little air. I can breathe, but you know. So, all right, then what I was thinking was, usually I tie it, you know, pull, but I'm thinking about, let's see. Well, sorry, silk here. We'll just use it rather than getting up. I was thinking about, of course, that'll make one side be a front and a back, but I was wondering about just doing it like a real tassel top. I've never done this before, so let's just see what we think. Oh, good. Yeah. I figure you can find them if you're looking. This one was very different for all of the ones I have found. This one was really different. Okay. Oh, I think I'm gonna like this. What a neat idea. Good thinking, girly. Okay. And then use that, keep your tie long, and that can be part of your tassel. Let's try that again. Another piece, that should be okay. Let's see here. Oh, Marilyn, you lost me? Anybody else here? Thank you. Yes, it's a dress. I just got it. On Monday, I stopped at TJ Maxx up in another town because it's a much nicer one than ours. So I went there on my way home, and it was a dress. It was $20. That was a good deal. Okay, good. I'm glad you're still here. Okay, did it cut out on everybody? I didn't see it, but I wasn't looking up. Usually I can see that. Okay, so I'm just keeping these. Okay, good to know. Glad you guys are still able to be here. Okay, let's do one more. I really like, they really are like, oh no, I got two more. I really like tassels. Good, thank you. I'm glad you guys are liking this. Yeah, that's just long enough. There won't be any cutting this one off. It just makes it, looks like. Perfect. And then I need one more sliver. That looks like seam binding. Here we go. Let's do this one. Definitely gonna have to cut this one off. I think, how many of these did I sell that had rings on them? I thought the rings were cool. I hadn't seen any. You know, once you start looking at horse bits, then I probably should double knot these, huh? That doesn't take but a second. Let's go back through and do that. No, this one definitely needs trimmed. Okay. I'm going to double knot these. Just wanted to make sure I liked it, but I can tell it. I like it just well. Okay. So then, is my glue gun still on? No, I turned off my glue gun. I was going to say it might be cute to put a little button on the front. Oh, crap. Ugh, you guys, I didn't mean to do this. Shoot, I wanted to add, I've got rhinestone chains here. I got my drawer full of rhinestone chains. All right, let's see if we can cheat our way out of here. I think my chains might already be sewed good. Well, here's one. I just want a plain chain. Plain Jane chain. Ooh, that's deadly looking. Let's cut that off there. And thank myself later. Yeah, these are all doubles. Yeah, I think I've pulled all of the chains. So let's just do this one and see what happens. So I've already got a raw end. Both ends are raw. Okay, so let's see here. So it's gonna go about to there. Oh, look, cut it right in half. I'll be perfect. Okay, let's do it. Oh. A silent cut. All right, and then this one has the little loop from the catch, or from the clasp. I'm going to cut that off. Okay, so yeah, boy, and I pulled those tight too, didn't I? Dang it. Oh, it's awesome too. Happy birthday. Kathy Merrick, happy birthday. Yes, lots of birthdays. If you guys signed up for my Telegram, you know I send you a little happy birthday. Okay, so why can't I just put this in the second half of the knot? I'm going to leave one little diamond hang above. Well, they're not real diamonds. You know that, right? Yeah, now it's a double knot. And yes, we're doing that. We're going to figure it out. Okay, so these would hang like that. And these are going to kind of twirl to the side. I still think they're cool though. Okay, let's keep going. And we can't let it hang down now. That's not good. But boy, look at those diamonds showing up in there. Can you see that? They're really liking that way. All right, let's see if we can get these open. I think this is going to be really cool, and I think that's all it needs. Sometimes I'll tie a key on the bottom of one of these or something like that. There's a ton of lace in here. A huge pile of lace. Okay, that wasn't too hard. Thank you, Phyllis. I try to be different. It's hard to be different in this day and age of creativity. I can say I've never seen this done. So I'm claiming it as my idea. And if you all find someone who's done it, apologize for me because I didn't see it. I am the horse bit tasseler. Because I hadn't seen that done before. I hadn't seen shoes decorated either. The wooden shoe lasts, I haven't ever seen those decorated. Another claim to fame. I'm sure someone has, but I didn't see it. Okay, no. Too short. This one will work. Okay, I've got a hook end here to cut off. And then we're going to lay that up above. And then we're going to tie it down. Thank you. Yay. Okay, we'll see. I don't know how it's going to hang for sure. And I'm not going to know because I'm not going to hang it. I'm making it for my sale for tomorrow. It'll go in the sale in the group. All right, then I need to cut this off. Let's see. Looks like right about there. I'm gonna let it hang a little bit lower. And then this piece I'm just gonna throw in here because it's just an extra little snip. And I just need one more, huh? Gosh, we're almost done. This was a good one, right? To do a quickie. Of course, I talked for an hour before we got going. I don't know. I don't, sometimes someone is going to say, get on with it. But I kind of like to chit chat sometimes. I've cut a lot of these off, haven't I? Okay, this one's got an end that, this one's a little bit, oh no, it's not. I would say it's a little bit goldish, but it might just be tarnished, a little tarnished. Okay, we're going to cut. Funny, one of them cuts like nothing and the other one cuts like that. Hard. Okay, so I'm going to leave this one, just one little one, and I'm going to tie in between. Down she goes. Whoop. It moved. Okay. Okay, and I need the pretty side up, please. And this one does not want to have a string in between. There we go. There, I got it. Okay. Oh, I gotta cut that one off. Whoops, a little long. Okay. All right. Let's see here. It's 10:45. Yep, it's 10:45 here too, Catherine. Yeah, Lynn, I know. I figure, I don't know what is the latest that I should be texting. The thing says 8 o'clock, but I thought I'm on the latest. I'm East, so I'm on the latest time zone, really. And, you know, used to be I never called anyone before 9 or after 9. 9 o'clock was always my thing. But now I still do the morning 9 o'clock unless it's like, you know, Julie, I know she gets up early for work or whatever, but yeah, I don't know what the cutoff time is. It was like 9:15 or 10:15 probably when I text, a little after, maybe 10:10, I don't know. It was a little after 10. I was hesitant, and this little thing pops up and says it is too late to text or something. Quiet time, it says quiet time. But I went ahead and did it. So, because so many people were like, I didn't know you were live. You need to send notifications. Like, I know, but it was so late. So I don't know how to win on that, but I risked it. Sometimes I do and sometimes I don't. So there you go. But there you go. So I think when it leans on the wall, though, that wall is going to press it to lay like that. And then you just move it. However, I think it's very cool. I think it's very interesting, very different. Ain't nobody gonna have one of them. So I'm Eastern time. Yes, I'm in Ohio, Catherine. So yeah, I'm Eastern. But my daughters, you know, are always an hour. Well, Abby's mountain. She's 3 hours behind me. Summer was always, well, she was Arizona. Yeah, she was 3 hours too. That was tough. 3 hours apart is too far apart. But yeah, she's here now, so she's the same as me. I love it. So anyway, okay, that's all I have to talk about. I showed you the board that I'm going to be able to finish. I showed you our project from the group tonight. I told you about the makeup deal that we got with Ilya. Going to be flying to California in a couple of weeks to do a campaign because they saw us putting on makeup and playing around here. So that's so exciting. So anyway, that'll probably mostly be on TikTok, I'm assuming. I would say we didn't do anything on Instagram. So I would say it's her TikTok is where they found it. So that's exciting. And what else did I tell you about? I don't even know. Oh, all my paint work coming up. So about that huge job. So I don't know how long I'll be able to keep going live at nights. It's going to be a big deal. But at least it's not like high ladder work and stuff. That's the scary stuff. It's going to be more groundwork and our 4-foot ladders. So that'll be nice. And I saw somewhere someone asked me about wallpaper removal, so I'll have to find that message. I didn't open it, so I know it'll still be there wherever it was. So, oh, I know what else. I need help. Stay here just a second. I need your advice. So I bought my stamp off of Amazon for $7.99, and it's a T. You can see the letter T in it. And I did a sample, and I did a nice big pile of glue, and I put this in, and it popped out, and it popped off everything it was supposed to do. Then when I did my next one, see, this one's a lot bigger around than the vintage one that I had, so it didn't have quite as big of a circle of glue. And when I put it in, I could tell because there was hardly enough to glue out to come out on the edge, and so I pushed it pretty thin. I couldn't get the glue off of this. I couldn't get the glue off. And I had to pick with tweezers and pick and pick and pick. It probably took me an hour. Hi, Sandra, off and on to get it clean. So I took my hemp oil. Oh, I hate to show you this, but I took hemp oil and put it on a paintbrush and oiled it. And I just did a test, and it worked just fine right here. It worked fine. See that? So I think that what I did wrong was I didn't have, here's the difference in the size. This was my antique one that I've had, and then this is my tea. So I needed a bigger glob. I know, Shelly. I did order, Sandra, it's in the group. It will be, I'm not exactly sure. I'll text everybody and let them know because I've got to lay stuff out and price it and all that stuff. Was it powder? Okay, so let me answer Sandra here. I'm going to tell you after 1 and before 5. I'm going to say between 1 and 3 o'clock. Let's narrow it down. So probably closer to 3. And then I don't know if I'll come to this page or not. It's going to be a lot. So look on Amazon and see if you can still buy the wax sticks. I don't know that I want to mess with wax, but I did take your advice, you girls, and ordered the gold glue sticks. I have an extra glue gun that I keep here when my friend Sherry comes to craft with us sometimes on Tuesdays. So I have her glue gun. So I thought I'll put the gold sticks in her glue gun. So I'm going to give that a try. I know, Sandra. Yep, it is in the group. I just thought for anybody else that saw your question. So anyway, the hemp or the what I call it, hemp oil. Yeah, the hemp oil seemed to work, and the fact that I did a big enough puddle of glue. So I'm hoping when the gold comes, I know to do a bigger puddle of glue. I think that was what was wrong. Think read about tapping it on a damp sponge. Okay, all right. That's good advice. Julie thought maybe cornstarch, but I think it's too wet. I think the glue is too wet. I just don't think that works for clay because it's not as wet. So I did the oil because, you know, water wet won't stick to oil, and it worked. I don't even know why I asked you. I just thought I'd see if there was anything, but the sponge, that would make it wet. So that would make sense. And would also cool it a little. I don't know. We'll see. But I'm nervous about pouring it on the idea was if I got the gold wax, I would pour it on a page and stamp it right on the page, and voila, I'm done. But I'm kind of nervous because what if it doesn't come? What if I have a mess and then I ruined a page? I'm just like really nervous about it. So then I'm back to thinking I need to do it on parchment paper and hot glue it down, or one of those glues and glue it down. I don't know. I'm doing 4 books. I did 6 pages, so 6 times 4. I'll have 24 of them to figure it out. So, all right, I'll take the advice with the wet. But the oil did work. This one, I was the only one I tried after. And my glue gun's off, or I'd do it for you. But I want to do that as my signature on each of the pages that I make in the girls' journals is what I was thinking. Just to be different. I always have to be different. I always have to tweak everything I get. Like, it's a sickness. I have it. I don't know what you call it, but it's bad. So anyway, you guys, that's all I have. So now you can go. Thank you. To get the oil on a page. Well, I just put it on this paper towel. You can see, I just put it on the paper towel. OCD, is that what they call it? And I rubbed it, I put it on. No, I didn't do that. I lied. I put it on a little artist brush. I dipped the artist brush in the hemp oil and I wiped it on. Then I took the paper towel. I wiped off the edges and dapped it a little bit. So no, I don't think anything like that will happen. Yeah, okay. All right, you guys. Well, I'll see you later. I don't know. We'll see how tomorrow goes. Because if I'm doing a sale, I'm going to be deep in and tired. So I don't know that I'll see you tomorrow. But if you're in the group, I'll see you for sure. So I will see you all later. Thank you for joining me. Anyone curious about Vaseline? That's a good idea. That would work just like the hemp oil, only be a little more heavy body, like a little bit more stay with it. Yeah, and that's a great idea, Sherry. I might do that. That's a great idea. Vaseline instead of the hemp oil. I kind of like that because it's just gonna ooze out away from the hot glue when you stamp it, but there'll be enough on there. Yes, that's what I've been doing. I don't think I've got enough oil on there to get on the, but now that's true about the Vaseline. It might be too much. All right, maybe I better stick with my oil, and if I have one go awry, I'll switch to the Vaseline idea. Good talk, girls. So, all right. So, and tonight I've been diagnosed with OCD. Not surprised. Put it in the fridge and get it cold. Okay, Sherry, I can do that. Except I want to do several pages. I want to do like her whole book if I can. And it's got to sit. How about ice water? How about I have a cup of ice water? That would work. All right. Good talk. So you guys have a great night. Thanks for joining me for this unusual horse fit. It's a whole new way of doing it, but I think it's very cool. And I think these will lay flat once they're on the wall or on the pegs. Your pegs would have to measure out just right. But if you had, these pegs give a little bit. So if you had a pegboard, you could hit like this peg and this peg. I don't know. You'd have to see what looked best. I don't know. I think you might be, I mean, I guess you could do I don't know. Someone else could play with that part. So good night, you guys. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye. Oops. I was diagnosed with it, and your symptoms are much the exact same as me, Catherine. Yeah, you just want everything to be just so, right? My husband he's really bad about it. So, yeah. I'll just say I got it from him. Oh, yeah, when it comes to the creations and stuff, you do just want it just so. Yeah, so all right, you guys, have a great night. I'll see you all later. It's 11 o'clock. My alarm, your bedtime alarm just went off, so time to go to bed. Have a great night. I'm going to clean out some brushes and put this stuff away, and I'll see most of you who are in the group at least. I'll see you guys tomorrow. See you, Mona. Thank you. Bye-bye.